Hello and welcome to Technically Analytics. Today we're going to be discussing some big trades and signings that have went down since the beginning of October. No, December. Last time I did a video at the end of November, early December, there was some big trades that went down, and probably the team that made the most trades were the Tampa Bay Rays. We're going to start with them because they made a few moves, big moves as well. You can kind of see here all the players they moved. And the first trade we're going to go over is the Rays traded Brandon Lowe, Jake Magnum, and Mason Montgomery to the Pirates. So they got rid of 3 players to the Pirates. Let's see what the Pirates roster looks like here with this trade. The return on this trade was, I think, like draft picks and stuff. I think it was actually a 3-team trade because they acquired the Astros acquired Jacob Melton and Anderson Brito and Mike Burrows as a part of a 3-team trade, and then I don't know who the Rays got though. Oh, Melton and Brito went to the Rays, so that's who went to the Rays. And then Lau, Magnum, and Montgomery went to the Pirates. So this is how it's looking. Montgomery's a reliever. Magnum was an outfielder, I believe. Outfielder right here. And Lau is a first baseman, or second baseman. And the Pirates have made some significant moves. I actually like this trade for the Pirates rather than the Rays. Rays return is kind of like, okay, I mean, they might do something with Brito and what's the other guy? Melton. But like the return for the Pirates was really good. Magnum adds some pop to their lineup, 95 weighted runs cleared plus. Lau adds a lot of pop, 114. And then Montgomery has been, I guess, decent. I mean, he wasn't that good last year, but he's been decent in the past, I believe. He's not that old. He's been okay, I think. Let's see, yeah, he's been up and down. He's been in the MLB a few times for a few innings and then down again, up again. His past season wasn't that great. He kind of didn't have it. Kind of gave up a lot of hits, gave up a lot of home runs, a lot of walks. But if he can get it under control, I mean, it could be, you never know. Maybe Pirates pitching can turn it around. Pitching staff can turn it around. So we'll see. And then, so for the Rays, right, like, okay, they made that move, which, interesting. They traded three of their better players, maybe some of their better players. This other lineup's looking now. They got Yandy Diaz. They got Junior Caminero, those guys. They signed Cedric Mullins. I forgot about that. They have the young guy Simpson out there. Nick Fortes, they got him in last trade deadline. And then the other trade they did was to their pitching rotation. They traded for Shane Baz. They traded Shane Baz to the Orioles for Caden Bodine, Slater Brunn, and Michael Forret in a draft pick, compensatory draft pick. So again, they traded from, I guess, a strength, you could say, because they have McClanahan, they have Ramison, they have Pepiat, Steven Matz, Joe Boyle. I don't know, but they have 4 pretty good pitchers, and Baz was one of those pitchers. So again, they traded from their starting pitching depth to the Orioles in their division, which is interesting. Do they know something about Baz that we don't know, or something? And this really bolsters the Orioles rotation. As you can see, they have Trevor Rogers. They traded for him. They have Kyle Bradish, Dean Kramer, Zach Eflin. Their pitching staff was not as good last year. That's why they weren't very good. But they got Shane Baz. Solidifies the rotation. Orioles also got Ryan Helsley. Signed him as a free agent. So that's not too bad. And they got Andrew Kittredge. So their bullpen's looking pretty good. And I like the move for them. It makes the rotation decent. It gives them some, like, a top 5, number 3 starter. Pretty good. Not I don't like the trade for the Rays very much. Like I don't know what Tampa Bay's doing to the Rays. Like they do weird stuff all the time. So kind of interesting. And then Caden Bodine, he's a prospect. I don't know. Let's see. I wonder if so Caden. Let's see. Caden Bodine. Let's see what this guy's about. Oh yeah, he hasn't played in MLB yet. He's a single A guy. So yeah, you can tell this is the Rays has got prospects basically for these guys. So very interesting trades from them, trading into interdivisional opponents. And then they got Jacob Melton, who's in their starting lineup now, I would assume, right? Or did they trade him? Oh no, they traded for him. Oh, it's confusing. Oh man, I think the Astros actually acquired him. So yeah, it's confused. It's a weird trade. Like I don't understand what they're doing really. It's just where is Melton? Is he not? Maybe he's not even on the roster. He's probably a AAA guy, isn't he? He's a AAA guy. Huh. They traded for not even MLB level players. They're moving different out here. Oh yeah, he played in Houston in 2025 for 32 games. Yeah, he's not even a projected starter on Fangraphs, which is kind of crazy. So I don't know where he went though, like, cause it's I don't know. Anyway, but let's see. So the next trade that we have is gonna be, well, it's actually not a trade. It's just a signing. The Chicago White Sox have surprised everybody, and they signed a Japanese guy from Japan, obviously. I'm not going to say his name because I'm probably going to butcher it, but he's a DH / third baseman. Hit a lot of home runs in Japan. You can see here he had 50 home runs in 2022, 31, 30, 39, 28. Like he's had 30 home run seasons a lot of the time. Had a bit of a down year last year, but he's gonna be a good hitter. I think once he adapts to MLB, it takes you have to expect some time for him to adapt to MLB because he's playing in the MPB in Japan, which is like kind of like a AAA, quadruple A teams, right? Like talent wise. So it's gonna take for some time for him to adapt. So I expect he's gonna be probably a 30 home run guy. I mean, according to this, it looks like they're predicting him to be 30 home run guy. 75 RBIs or 81 RBIs, depending on which projection you look at. And I mean, we'll see. It's just gonna take him some time to adapt to it. We'll see how he actually pans out. But good for the White Sox for signing him. It didn't look like he had much of a market at all before because there was no rumors, no nothing. He's gonna look good in the middle of their lineup. I mean, White Sox are kind of low-key looking like a good team. I mean, when you look at their lineup now, it's looking pretty good. Like they have some players on there. They have some young players that are going to be developing, and they have players that like Luis Robert Jr., Benintendi. These guys are already good, and then they have Colson Montgomery. He's going to be good, and then they have this Japanese guy in the middle, or well, batting seventh. I think he's going to bat cleanup probably though, more likely, but. Anyway, I think the White Sox made some good moves. So the next trade is with the Boston Red Sox. They traded for Hunter Dobbins for Wilson Contreras from the St. Louis Cardinals. So Hunter Dobbins, he's like a starter, or was a starter on and off bullpen. I think he's mostly a starter, I believe. And he was traded for Wilson Contreras, who slots in right here, third in their lineup. Contreras is a really good hitter. He's okay at first base. I mean, you don't get him for the first base, you get him for the hitting. You can see here he hits consistently 20 home runs. He'll drive in 80 RBIs, 60 RBIs depending on how good he's hitting. He yeah, he's a great hitter. Like you could see here, his radar rank plus the past few seasons well over 100, 120. So yeah, I like this trade for the White Sox. I mean, or for the Red Sox rather. They did get back. They did trade a few prospects as well: Yoinker, Fajero, and Blake Ayelta. And for the Cardinals, I mean, it's kind of a surprise. I think. Don't know if anyone expected them to trade Contreras, but hey, that's. I guess they get some prospects. They're kind of in rebuild mode a little bit, I guess, because trading Contreras, he's one of the best hitters. Like you can see here, it's not. They have Ivan Herrera now at their DH, which is interesting. Alec Burleson, Brendan Donovan, like those guys are the guys that are the best hitters on the team. And, Arenado's so good at defense. Hitting wise, he hasn't been doing that well. Kind of. We'll see what the Cardinals are going to do here because they're kind of in rebuild mode. So, I don't know. They got Dustin May on a 1-year contract. You can see here. So overall, I'm not sure what they're gonna do. Also, Cash went with the deal too. And then the next thing we're gonna talk about is the Mets signing Luke Weaver. A lot of people did not like this move, but it's also kind of funny because the Mets keep signing players that are former Yankees. So they have. This is the Mets lineup right now. Luke Weaver is obviously a pitcher, but this is what it looks like. They let go Pete Alonso, Edwin Diaz, all those guys. Kind of gutted by it. I don't know what the plan is, but I hope David Stearns has some kind of plan because they've signed Devin Williams and Luke Weaver. And yeah, I mean Weaver in the back of the bullpen or possibly as a starter is good. Like he was good last year before he got hurt. Like he was really good. Like before his injury last year with the Yankees, he was like one of the best pitchers in the league. Like he was having a great season. So hopefully he can find that again, and then he can be our setup man or something, or starter or whatever we need him to do. Because I know he can do both. I believe. I think he can start and he can pitch in relief. So hopefully it's gonna be good. Yeah, I don't know. The Mets are kind of a mess too. Like I don't know what they're doing. Kind of like the Cardinals. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what David Stearns' plan is here because they've let go of a lot of players. You have Pete in Baltimore, Alonso in L.A. Rogers went to the Blue Jays. Helsley went to Baltimore, and then they haven't re-signed. And Gregory Soto went to Pittsburgh. So. And then the Mets also traded Jeff McNeil to the Athletics for Yordan Rodriguez and cash. So yeah, Yordan Rodriguez he's like a rookie ball pitcher. Like, apparently he's gonna be good, but like I don't know. And McNeil was expected to be traded. He had that big contract. He had like a year or two left on it or something. He did win the batting title with the Mets in 2020. What was it? It was 2022, I believe. He won the batting title. Yeah, 2022. And I mean, McNeil was serviceable the past few seasons, but like the big contract, and he's getting old now. Like he's 33, so it makes sense they would trade him. And then for the Athletics, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's a good trade. It brings some veteran presence to the team. McNeil is good at every position. He can play anywhere on the field. Like, he's a very versatile player. He can hit most of the time. He's pretty clutch, actually. Like, he's not going to strike out that much. He's kind of one of those, like, yeah, he's a good 5-hole guy or, like, a good, like, 6-hole guy. 5 or 6 you want to put him at because he can hit. Like, he can hit, no doubt about that. When he's hot, he can actually hit pretty well. So he's not going to give you a lot of home runs, but he's solid at defense too. Like, he can play anywhere on the field. He can play second. He can play outfield. He could play like anywhere. So yeah, and honestly, the Athletics also looking pretty darn good. Not as good as they were looking last year, but I think McNeil definitely adds, and they also re-signed Tyler Soderstrom to like an extension. So that's cool, like 7-year deal. like a couple. What was it? It was like 100 something million. Like one of the biggest extensions they signed ever, I think. Yeah, a 7-year, $86 million extension, $12 million per year. So he's been really good for them actually. So I don't hate it. Like he hit 25 home runs. He drove in what? It doesn't say RBIs. Well, anyway, he drove in 93 RBIs. Had a breakout season. Like he didn't strike out that much. Strikeouts went down. Homers went up. Walks stayed about the same. Had his highest average, had a career year, highest slug percentage, highest WOBA, highest weighted runs created plus. He racked up 3.4 WAR, so pretty decent. Like a good player. That's a decent, solid MLB level player right there. So yeah, I mean it's a good move for the Athletics. I mean I don't mind it. And then the last one we're gonna talk about is Phillies traded Matt Stratham to Kansas City for Jonathan Bolin. I don't really have much to say about this, but Phillies, I don't know if Bolin's even going to be on there oh yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. So 2025, he was actually decent. I don't know much about Bolin. I know Stratham was okay for the Phillies. He's not pitched a ton. First full season really in the MLB. 44 innings. He had 34 games, 9 Ks per 9, 3 walks, 1 home run. Not a bad BABIP. 386, 375 FIP, not too far away from the ERA. Actually good. That's a good indicator, meaning he's usually when your FIP is a little bit lower, it's lower than your ERA, that means you're going in the right direction. So yeah, Bolin was showing some signs of being better. And Matt Stratham, he's been around for a long time, I believe. Solid bullpen piece. Like he, last year he went 274 ERA, 6 saves, 10 Ks per 9, 2 walks per 9, 62 innings. So yeah, he's been solid for his whole career, I believe. Like, yeah, I know I never liked when the Mets faced him. He's been really, really good though since 2022-ish. I mean, 10 strikeouts per 9, 11 strikeouts per 9, 11.35 strikeouts per 9. Hasn't really allowed a full home run in 2 seasons, like per 9. That's really good. His ERA has been below 3. He's been lights out. So this is just getting younger, I guess. They just replaced him with someone younger. Essentially, this is what this is. It's just. And also Stratham is more expensive. 2 years, 15 mil. Bolin's probably making hardly anything, if we're honest, right? Like what was Bolin's contract? I bet you it's a salary dump because he's probably way cheaper. He's probably not even out of arbitration yet. Yeah, he's still in arbitration, so pre-arbitration even. So yeah, it's that's basically what's happened around the league since I did my last video. This was kind of all over the place, but I like to roll with the punches. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Tune in and sometime in January for another video on trades, moves, opinions. Catch you next time.